here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
In the minds of many, Eric Berry is the heart and soul of Kansas City's defense, and I think it was a sigh of relief for the organization to sign him to a big free agent contract in 2017. He covers, he tackles, he returns, you name it, he does it. And how about last season in one game, returned an interception for a touchdown as well as a 2-point conversion attempt.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Oh, spinning away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
Spencer Ware is a quintessential one-cut runner that's an offensive lineman's dream. He presses the line of scrimmage on every run and tends to carry the pile with him.
$10 yards still left on second down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick, Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
When you take a step back and look at the 2016 season, you're almost surprised to see that the Houston Texans led the NFL in total defense because J.J. Watt missed most of the season. And without their premier defensive end who can play defensive tackle, who can play outside linebacker, they've actually used him on offense occasionally as well. You wouldn't expect those numbers to be the same. So just think, in 2016, if Watt had played the entire year, maybe Houston goes deeper in the playoffs.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Watson, option left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 19 yards away. And the Texans have taken the early lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a second and long to start things out. They'll run again with Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go! 3-19!
They go play action. Now Mahomes going deep here for one. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Here we go. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Oh, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run again with Ware. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Miller. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Watson on first down. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. To throw on second is Watson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go!
From the gun, here's Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Let's go!
Throwing again is Watson. Ooh, with a juke. Touchdown, Texans. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 21-yard line. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And again, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now it's Mahomes again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes to throw once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Chiefs just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 2nd and 2 coming up. Hopkins is going to haul in the pass, and it's caught for the touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Now 2nd and 8. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and he'll end up at the 25-yard line before.
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now it's Hunt. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. 3-19.
They run again with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Mahomes going to throw. He hits West underneath. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Watson now to throw. Caught here by Griffin. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at its second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by HOU. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 38.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough starting field position here. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Running left is Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Again, it's Miller. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
This is Hunt. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
An attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mahomes now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Second and 5.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. This is Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the try here for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Mahomes now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. So the offense lining up first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down.
319.
Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Chiefs on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught at the 2. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, That gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
3rd and goal. Here's the option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After reviewing the call, the ruling on the field stands.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Here's Shane Leckler now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Complete to Amaro on the right side. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And some space here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 22-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Mahomes. Open space inside the 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They run with Hunt. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
After reviewing the call, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And now out comes Houston. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. Grand 38.
A handoff running left is Miller. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Well, I know it points...